No one can make an intelligent decision without being properly informed. This is why this world wants to control the media. This is why media hype can take you up, take you down. So you don't know anymore who's really good, because the media can make a wicked man look good and make a good man look evil. That is why. Until the dawn, I can't quit. I'm like Saddam, keeping my eye on Clinton, watching each movie make. Cause every slither he takes sort of reminds me of ivy and poisonous snakes. I feel the pressure.
Good evening and welcome to the Final Call News Hour. I'm your host, Herman Muhammad. The Final Call News Hour is the partner of the Final Call newspaper and the Final Call online edition that you can visit at www.finalcall.com. The Final Call newspaper is the most widely circulated black-owned and operated publication, not only in this country, but in the world. It also serves as the communications organ for the Nation of Islam. The Final Call News Hour is produced by the Ministry of Information under the direction of Brother Corey 2X. The Ministry of Information was born from the 2005 Millions More movement, which was launched in October of 2005 in order to ensure a future for all of our people. The overall mission of the Final Call News Hour is to provide an alternative source of news and commentary to our viewers. This is needed because although it is said we live in a free society with freedom of press, all of America's major media, both print and electronic, are owned by 5 major corporations, which we believe amounts to a monopoly on media. Now, this evening, we're coming out of volume 27, number 37, which reads, Obama Earns Nomination. And it deals with, of course, the recent securing of the Democratic nomination by our brother Barack Obama, and his ensuing quest to win the White House in the November elections. Now, this evening, we have a very, very special edition of the Final Call News Hour because we have a very, very special guest. He's a brother who has a long history in the struggle for the liberation and salvation of our people. He's a longtime member of the Nation of Islam, and not just a member, but a longtime servant. He's served as a minister under the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and his most recent post has been as the Western Regional Emeritus Minister based out of Los Angeles. It's my honor and my privilege to welcome Brother Abdul Wazir Muhammad to the Final Call News Program. Yes, sir. Now, Brother Abdul Wazir, before we get into the articles, I would just like you to tell our viewers just a little bit about yourself, about your history, and just take it away.
Brother, first of all, I thank you so very, very much for the opportunity and the honor to be on your program. The purpose of your program is, to me, one of the most honorable things that a person could do, because it's trying to reach our people with a message that, if properly recognized and put into practice, the things that we are looking for will be readily available. In regards to myself, the question has been asked often, what is a name? What is in a name? And so just if we discuss my name for a minute, it should acquaint us a little bit more, because I already know something about you. I'm talking about the general audience. I've been trying to serve our people since 1957 as a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and now the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, which in fact is the same thing, because he is but a servant of God and a reminder, and the man that he represents he's so much immersed into that man, the Hon Elijah Muhammad, that when you hear Minister Farrakhan, you hear the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and that which he has for our people to follow as a torchlight or beacon to get them to the right place. Now, my name, Abdul Wazir Muhammad. There's a meaning to it, and it's so much better than the name that I was given at birth.
Yes, sir.
First of all, the name that I was given in German means a mug of beer, and I'm not that, you know. And I'm thankful to Almighty God Allah that I came into contact with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and his teachings, and I'm very, very happy that first receiving an X, which is the unknown, and then after work and observation, then I was given another name, and one I'm so very proud of, by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan as a result of the work that I have done.
Yes, sir.
You know, first of all, Abdul, we don't speak Arabic, but Abdul is an Arabic name, and it means slave or servant,
yes, sir,
of Almighty God. Mm-hmm. And when you think in terms of slave, we're not talking about the kind of slave that we have been subject to, that slavery for 310 years without a payday, working from can't see to can't see. I'm not talking about that kind of slave. I'm talking about being a slave or a servant to Almighty God, the originator and the most merciful being that ever was. As a matter of fact, we're talking creator. There are only two things, there's creator and creation. Everything that you see, he made. And so therefore, you should not worship anything of creation, but worship the one who, and there's but one, regardless of the name that you give him, there's but one God. And so Abdul means a servant of his, and I'm so proud for the opportunity to be his servant.
Yes, sir.
The next, Wazir. Wazir also is an Arabic name, but it has meaning that I love. The first time I heard it, even before I found out what it meant, I wanted that name. And then after I found out what it meant, I really wanted that name. Wazir means minister. It means helper. It means aider. It means burden bearer. It means the representative of a king or a government. And so, you know, that's title, you know, but also that's name. And if it's a name that makes you proud, then you're really not reflective of that name.
Right.
But if you are able to, from your very spirit, reflect in your life and your work, that what that title spells out or says, then it's indeed a blessing. And the last name, Muhammad, that's the same name you got.
Yes, sir.
And every brother that you see or every sister that you see that is a follower of the Hon Elijah Muhammad under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, you find that they either have X and they are just waiting for the opportunity through their service to replace that unknown thing with the name Muhammad.
Yes,
you and I have the same name, which indicates you and I are brothers.
That's right.
But now let's look at Muhammad. And before that, let's look at what all Muslims say. All praise is due to Allah.
Yes, sir.
Now, Muhammad means one worthy of praise. You tell me, if all praise is due to Allah, how is it that you, if not Allah, can be worthy of praise? Right.